Okay, so we're coming up with another JDT. This time a new ideology has dropped over here. They be dropping over here. I'm sorry if you're barking over here. The dogs are yelling at something. Although I checked over there. There wasn't really anything over there. They're barking at shit that passes by over here. Over there passes by over here. They really like doing that. Anyway, as I said before, a new ideology up that being Caesarism. If you remember, the Caesarism was like, you know, like its own ideology and part of paternalism, I think it was over here, but now it's actually its own separate ideology with its own sub-ideologies because, if I remember correctly, it was too broad of a thing. Yeah. We got 4 new ideologies over here with the descriptions over here, and I'm gonna leave a comment, probably make a pin comment over here saying like gotta choose which of the 4 ideas, which one would you choose and why over here for this new teaser over here. So like, you know, like a full list of teasers over here, but it's a new ideology with new sub-ideologies teaser. And so I figured that we should at least talk about them over here, cause it's interesting over here what they got going on. So first of all, Unitary ultra-nationalism. Unitary ultra-nationalism is about the principles of unitary statehood and the national drive to bring glory, order, and function to a nation. That said, Unitary nationalist movement started in. Unitarian nationalists want to bring peace, freedom, justice, security to our new empire. to the national orders they create, and want to unify and direct their nation into the greatness. Military prowess, national renaissance are just uniting and empowering the entire nation. Every time I see national renaissance, I'm thinking of the National Renaissance Party. If you know what that party is, then there's a guy very familiar to JD that's in there. If I remember correctly, over here. I don't really know too much about it. I do crash breakdances and all that shit over here. I need to do some more in depth at some point. As for later. Ultra-nationalism composes the principles of total dedication to national progress and the creation of new. What's the name of Unitary ultra-nationalism? Unitary, all that. Yeah. National progress and the creation of a new societal hierarchy dedicated to the nation people. These moves originated in the rules of culture, Gagarin, and the federal enclave of Denmark. I'm assuming. Gagarin. I think I know who Gagarin. I think he's the guy in Armenia, if I remember correctly. Federal enclave of Denmark. That's MacArthur. Mayor third world nationalist despots. Unitary ultra-nationalism, also they called Stratocratic ultra-nationalism, or military ultra-nationalism. In this instance, for states that subscribe to 10 ultra-nationalism, directorial governments usually use state capitalists or corporatist economies. No one wants to direct the nation to a glory-filled national golden age or unitary birth, so we're going to use the military to basically empower the greatness of the nation. And a bit about greathood over here. Funny, so that's basically unitary ultra-nationalism. Kind of basically like Stratocratic. Basically sounds like a Stratocratic with some idealistic tendencies. Well, in terms of policies, really, to bring about and empower their nation or their peoples, whichever one's really. Now we got democracy over here. This one I got a bit. Democracy is say described by players as being one governed on the principles of honor and military good, usually being ruled by military heroes. Democracy isn't such a coherent ideology, but a sound to the principles and ideas, but rather a mode of Caesarism government. In age of liberal commerce and futurist degeneracy and chaos, popular military men can take prestige and legitimacy away from constitutional experimental governments, unlike with Caesar and Napoleon, bring about a popular pure revolution. These military national dictatorships, and I'll talk about it in a bit. These militaristic national dictatorship will seek to bring order to the chaos and instill a passion stupor in the people. For the principles of order, militarism, collective purpose, super personalism, I think that's how to say that, hierarchy and glorification of nationalism. Democratic governments often are very militaristic with Stratocratic governments, and life some going forward to be Spartan-like. Oh, that's Spartanism in here. So probably not like TNO levels of Spartanism. Others being more Prussian nature. In all democracies, there are certain form of government foundations need a strong superman and a hand of being purpose in order to bring back the nation. Now I've got some Nietzschean philosophy in here, the Superman. So yeah. So basically, this is like, it's like, Stratocratic, but for rather than like a more militaristic purpose, it's more like civilian purpose over here. And there are 2 people that know their democracy, that being Marcus Garvey, who's Caesarist in the other teaser for the Black Belt Republic. Now it's gonna be democracy, and your boy Mikhail Tukhachevsky is democracy, not national violence anymore. And I may have said this in an earlier video or at some point over here, but I mentioned about in case it ever comes out, I mentioned this somewhere before, but I heard that originally I thought that Turco-Chessy was moved because I heard about him being removed in JD, and I said that in some video or another at some point over here, but it turns out that wherever I heard that from was wrong because he's still in there and he's now going to be Timocratic over here. So he's probably going to be more Spartan-like over here rather than Prussian. I don't think he's going to be a fan of that Prussian stuff. But yeah, I think there's still going to be a national violence path for Scythia, Russia. I don't know who's going to be leading it though. Because before it was Turco-Chessy, but now he's Caesarist over here. Basically it's whatever. I don't know who's going to be leading the... It's going to be national violence leader of Scythia now. But hey, at least your boy Turco-Chessy is here. Thank God, because I had a little playthrough, an idea and everything, and I still be able to get to use it. So, wherever I heard that from was pretty long about him being removed over here. JD. Thank Christ. Because I really want my boy Turco-Chessy to be over there, even though he's not, he's like a different ideology over here. I'm still gonna be playing through him because I don't know, the man just fascinates me for some odd reason. Very fascinating stuff over here, but yeah. Now we see some more like so as before. This one's more military oriented. This is more civilian style over here. Of course, they both overlap though, but one favors one side than the other, more than the other. That's mainly the difference over here. And what we're gonna do, revolutionary nationalism. We'll save you for last. Revolutionary nationalism, which is in regular red flag, is gonna be a despotist ideology. Subideology for despotism, if I remember correctly. In 2-4-2, whenever that comes out, I think it's gonna be somebody. Either despotism or right-wing authoritarianism. I can't remember which one of the two it was, but this is gonna be in them. But over here, though, is now some little thing over here in JD. Revolutionary nationalism represents a particular and powerful strand of nationalism that is neither reactionary nor futurist. Born out of Russian Spanish Civil War, these ultra-nationalists want to both use revolutionary tactics and want to revolutionary society in a stronger, pure, and more unified form. I guess it's very third positionist or fascist, really, but well, I don't really know what qualifies as fascist over here, but revolutionary nationalists typically employ socialist or syndicalist economy or nationalist, conservative, and rejuvenated cultural foundations. Most of these current desires the desire of directing the society by greatly organization in a far more harmonious and organic manner. Some corporatism, quickly. Strong and free. But strong and free land able to rule and live on its own. Leaders say revolutionary nationalists use revolutions for the sake of an ultra-nationalist paleogenesis, without moving to direction of a futurist nonsense. Yeah, so it's very much so. It's basically like fascism, but it can be a lot more left-wing or right-wing though, because we got futurism over here, or accelerationism. Well, that's the broad umbrella term for futurism in all its strengths. It's very interesting to see how this is going to play out over here, because pretty much this is going to be about as close to fascist as you can get over here without just being full-fledged reaction. Fully-fledged into reactionism, which is where some real gaming can happen. True amounts of gamer routine over here. And last but not least, Imperial paleogenicism, which is like the third time I've seen this. Because if I remember correctly, this used to be paleogenicism, then it was Caesarism, and now it's in the third iteration, Imperial paleogenicism. So this time we actually got a description for it. So hopefully this will be the last time over here, considering that we are getting closer, because in 2023 there's going to be a demo coming out earlier, and I don't know, it's going to be sometime in like the first quarter. I don't know when the demo is exactly going to come out though. I just know it's going to come out sometime over here. Anyway, inspired by the historic incidents that contain my great men of destiny like Julius Caesar, Charles Martel, Napoleon Bonaparte, Charles Nungisser, and Ian Mosley. I think it was the name of the Mosley. It's not Oswald Mosley. It's just one in America. Imperial paleogenicism comprises the absolute rule to destroy weakness, parliamentarism, cultural distortion, individual liberalism, and ideas of 1789. My throat. Jeez. Imperialist. Look upon, well, not that kind of imperialist, but look upon the ideas and events of 1913, especially the problems on modern time. Jesus Christ, my throat. That's better. The Great War saw the masses line up for their nation and express true national and racial solidarity, and like the Roman soldiers that Pompey died on duty. Their new societies will come through all-powerful dictators, destroying the old society and building a new one. Deism, heroism, and pan-cultural will to power, and the direction surrendered to their imperiums would be the new cultural mottos of the new order. The new idea imperialist was desire would be hierarchy, authoritarian, cultural destiny, militarism, quote-unquote national socialism, honor, Prussianism, ultra-nationalism, tradition, and above all else, desire to reshape and rebuild society under the guiding hand of a mighty dictator in a form capable of surviving the maelstrom of postmodernism and unifying society realm into an imperium. Imperial paleogenicism comes from the idea and philosophy put forward by Oswald Spengler, especially Francis Parker Yaki, the Yakster, usually incorporating some form of authoritarian socialism or cultural imperialism. Oh yeah, because Yaki had left-wing tendencies over here. He was in favor of favor of the Soviet Union, if I remember correctly. To summarize, imperialists see using totalitarianism, ultra-nationalism, and authoritarian socialism as the world of various imperialist and reactionary efforts to achieve the destruction of a truly invincible state. So it's kind of like a national Bolshevism in a sense, except for not really. It's its own little thing over here. But yeah, this is gonna be the Oxter's new ideology over here. Of course, if I remember correctly, the Provisional Western Authority. Oh yeah, I've been new. Well, I'm calling this on the 31st over here. So New Year's gonna be coming out of here soon, but gonna be coming about kind of soon. But yeah, we are. Well, I'll say we, but I am very much seeing this over here, and well, we got a bunch of ideas and shit over here, especially though Imperial paleogenicism, and all sorts of other things over here. Though, like I very much am interested to see who's gonna be getting some of these over here, considering this is like a brand new ideology that came about. And who's gonna be getting, like I know I said before, Democracy, Marcus Garvey and Mikhail Tukhachevsky are getting this over here. MacArthur getting this. There's a federal enclave over here. Yaki has this, but I don't know who has this yet. I really don't know actually. Doesn't really be anyone I'm gonna pinpoint out there, but yeah. But yeah, which one piques your fancy over here? What do you think about this whole new Caesarism ideology and stuff over here, which is based upon some actual beliefs, if I remember correctly? Well, no, I haven't really delved into too deeply into like where all this whole energy is from. But we guys talked about this, and I'm also gonna pull over this over here between the four ideologies. Be like, which one do you choose and why and all that stuff. But I can just choose. You don't have to tell me why. I just like seeing comments. That's about it, though, really. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this little video over here. This new ideology and teaser over here. You need to be really popping up on this teaser over here. Of course, there's gonna be time for this, time for waiting and all that. But yeah, see you guys in whatever I'm gonna do next over here, and hopefully we'll get some. Well, if G does come out by the time this comes out, maybe. I'm definitely gonna be doing some playthroughs on my own here to familiarize myself with all that. I'll see what it is. Which I want to do and all that stuff over here. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys later. And whenever it comes out, we gotta have, well, it's going on New Year's. I'm gonna have a happy New Year's. And hope you guys for the 23rd, the 23rd century. Just kidding. I'll see you later. Bye.